guys, welcome back to the channel. If you're new around here, my name's Stingy and I make weekly content on the Talaria, Surron and all other emo-tone style bikes. So for 2025 I really wanted to try a new platform out, so this is my new bike. This is the 2024 Surron Ultra Beat. I ordered this about 3 months ago, it came from China. Today what we're going to be doing is, I'm going to be taking you out for my first ride on this, giving you my impressions and comparing it to my other bikes. I do have another bike to build coming soon as well, that'll be in the next few weeks, but for now we're going to focus on the Ultra Beat. So without further ado, I'm going to gear up and we're going to head out on the trails.
Bro, now I know this trail isn't the most exciting, but I have ridden it for years and years on every bike I've owned, so it's the one I feel most familiar about. It's a bit like one of my favourite YouTube channels, Electric Cycle Rider, ECR. He always chooses the similar or same trails so he can get a good balance and compare bike to bike on the same conditions and same trails he's familiar with. So without further ado, let's get on and see how it feels. Immediately off the bat, I feel like this is such a more sturdy bike. The build quality is, quite frankly, amazing on this. Suspension feels great. Although I am noticing that the bike is a little bit louder than look at that bunny. Like the equivalent 72 volt Surron on a belt or a Talaria thing, but it's not really too much of an issue for me right now anyway. The throttle response is very quick on the off the bat, which will take a bit of getting used to. And these tyres are pretty poor in terms of grip, but oh, look at that, new bike straight through them up. Yeah, braking performance on these tyres is poor. I am having a bit of a difficult time with the GoPro just because of how cold it is out today. The ground is still icy and the battery keeps shutting down, but what I'm noticing so far is that I'm not noticing too much of a weight disadvantage or size disadvantage to this, because like I mentioned in some of my other videos, my Talaria Sting is actually 83 kilos, so this is only a couple kilos heavier, but because it's larger and the wheelbase is longer, it does give you the impression that it is much more capable. I'm going to switch it to daily for a bit. Just handles everything much nicer. So, yeah, bit of a handful on these bits actually because of the tyres. But the suspension just sucks everything up nicely. The front does feel very similar to my tech fork. The tech fork seems to respond a bit better, but they do have similar travel. The rear shock on this feels much better than the EXT. It's got more travel to play with, which is obviously going to play a big part. Handguards are doing their job well, thank you to those who are on. Right. I did have to let a load of air out of these tyres because when I got the bike they were about, there you go, no traction. Right, let's tear up this and see how she goes. I'm going to go into sport mode to drive the St. Finance. The rear is sliding around quite a bit. Front's alright though. Alright, and now we're getting into the cold stuff. As you can see, look at all this ice. Oh. Yeah, these tyres ain't the one.
So I really wasn't happy with how the tyres gripped off-road and the skinny little wheels just looked a bit silly. So after that ride, I reached out to WGT Racing straight away, and he actually told me he just took delivery of some of his new Ultra B wheels with the bead lock. So this is actually his set. They're a limited edition set with silver paint splat, silver hubs, silver nipples. But I think I'm going to go for exactly the same as what he's got on his. Mine currently don't have tyres fitted to the wheels, so what we'll do is now I'll do a quick tutorial on how to put the tyres on the rims and then show you also how to swap them over onto the bike. So these are my actual rims, silver hubs, silver nipples, black spokes, gloss black rim with silver paint splats. We're going to be doing a silvery sort of theme with this bike. We also have proper moto style rim tape, which is a great bonus. And yeah, just super high quality, great looking wheel. Let's get the tyres fitted and I'll take you through how to do that.
Hi guys, I'm Will from WGT Racing. Today we're going to show you how we install your tyres onto your wheel sets. So yeah, let's take you through the steps. Alright guys, so you just want to lubricate the rim to start off. Just add a little bit of soap or anything else you've got, and you want to go around the edge of the rim just so the tyre can slip on a bit easier. Then you want to do the same with the tyre, just go around the edge, outer edge. There we go. And then with the edge that you've made lubricated, you just want to start pushing it on here. Maybe giving it a bit of force on the outside. So then you want to lift up the tyre and get 2 levers in. It does help if you have another person. There we go, she's on. And be careful about pulling them out. Now we have a very nice rim lock to match the wheels. We can supply this if needed. So now we've got the rim lock installed, just leave it loose for the moment. I'm going to get the tube also lubed up with the fairy liquid, and you want to feed the valve through the hole. So this is just prepping the tube. We add the little washer, and this just prevents you pulling the valve out of the tube when just pushing the tube in. It can be quite tight. If there's too much pressure in the tube, just let a bit out. Now the last step, you just want to get the tyre levers, be careful about the rim and work your way around. So the tyre's all installed now and we're going to pump it up.
Now I've got the tyres installed onto the rim. We're going to start by doing the front one. So this is the old 19-inch front. We're going to be swapping it to a 21. All we have to do is remove this brake disc and also take out the spacers and change them over. So I'll get that done and I'll show you what it looks like after. Now it's time to change the rear over. This is the first time I'm doing this, so it might be very, very tight.
How many newtonmeters is that?
Look how long this bar is as well. So now we've got the rear wheel off, we're going to do the same thing, change over the brake disc, but also the sprocket, replace the spacers, and get the new 18-inch wheel installed. The nice thing about the WGT wheels is they still have the retaining upstands on them so that it actually holds the sprocket on while you do up the bumps.
Did it go in the top?
Yeah, but now this is a standard Ultra B, this belongs to the WGT. We've got his Ventus controller on there. If you haven't seen his video about that, go check it out, it was really good. But if we stand back and compare the two bikes with the two wheel sets, you can see how much taller the 2118 set is, and overall the bike is much larger. Now I only went with a 100/118 tyre on the rear. It's a Michelin tracker set up front and back. but I think they're going to be really good because they can handle the road and they can also handle the trails. They are road legal as well. Yeah, I'm really excited to give it a rip up and down the road. I'll do that now and I'll give you my thoughts. So guys, there we have it. We've got two bikes matching. This one's mine, this one's the owner of WGT Racing. They both are the same, limited edition splatter wheels. But yeah, what a difference. So these are the 110 rears. No, sorry, these are 100 rears. So they're not overly wide, but you still have plenty of clearance on the chain. To be honest, they do look much chunkier than you think they would. I don't think going any wider would benefit that much. It'd also make it look a bit strange. But yeah, over the moon with how these have come out. So as always guys, make sure you hit that subscribe button. We're going to be taking these out on their first ride next video. We'll also be installing some other mods. And yeah, we'll just see how they do on the trails. So stay tuned and I'll see you next week.